Why, cousin, why, Rosalind, Cupid have mercy, not a word, not one to throw at a dog. No, thy words are too precious to be cast away upon curs. Throw some of them at me. Come, lay me with reasons. Then there were two cousins laid up, when the one should be lamed with reasons, and the other mad without any. But is all this for your father? No. Some of it is for my child's father. Or how full of briars is this working-day world? They are but burrs, cousin, thrown upon thee in holiday foolery. If we walk not in the trodden paths, our very petticoats will catch them. I could shake them off my coat. These burrs are in my heart. Hem them away. I would try, if I could cry hem, and have him. Come, come, wrestle with thy affections. Oh, they take the part of a better wrestler than myself. Oh, a good wish upon you. You will try in time, in despite of a fall. But turning these jests out of service, like us talk in good earnest, is it possible on such a sudden you should fall into so strong a liking with old Sir Rowland's youngest son? The Duke my father loved his father dearly. Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase, I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly. Yet I hate not Orlando. No, faith, hate him not for my sake. Why should I not? Doth he not deserve a will? Let me love him for that, and do you love him because I do, because, look, here comes the Duke, with his eyes full of anger. Duke, mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste, and get you from our court. Me, uncle? You, cousin, within these 10 days, if that thou beest found so near a public court as 20 miles, thou diest for it. I do beseech your grace, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me, if with myself I hold intelligence, or have acquaintance with mine own desires. If that I do not dream or be not frantic, as I do trust I am not, then, dear uncle, never so much as in a thought unborn do I offend your highness. Thus do all traitors. If their purgation did consist in words, they are as innocent as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not. Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends. Thou art thy father's daughter, there's enough. So when I was your highness took his dukedom, so when your highness banished him, treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor. Then, good my liege, mistake me not so much to think my poverty is treacherous. Dear sovereign, hear me speak. Why, Celia, we stayed her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along. I did not then entreat to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. I was too young that time to value her, but now I know her. If she be a traitor, why, so am I. We still have slept together, rose at an instant, learned, played, eat together, and wheresoe'er we went like Juno's swan, still we went coupled and inseparable. She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence, and her patience, speak to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom, which I have passed upon her. She is banished. Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company. You are a fool. You niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time upon mine honour, and in the greatness of my word you die. Oh, my poor Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine, I charge thee, but not thou more grieved than I am. I have more cause. Thou hast not, cousin. Prithee be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me his daughter? Then he hath not. No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love which teacheth me that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No, let my father seek another heir. Therefore devise with me how we may fly, whither to go, and what to bear with us. And do not seek to take your change upon you, to bear your griefs so yourself, and leave me out. For this, by heaven, now are our sorrows pale. Say what thou canst, I'll go along with thee. Why, whither shall we go? To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden. Alas, what danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold. I'll put myself in poor and mean attire, and with a kind of umber smirch my face, the like do you. So shall we pass along, and never stir assailants. Were it not better, because I am more than common tall, that I did suit me all points like a man, a gallant curtlex upon my thigh, a boar spear in my hand, and in my heart lie there what made woman's fear therewith. There will have a swashing and a martial outside, as many other mannish cowards have, that do outface it with their semblances. What shall I call thee when thou art a man? I'll have no worse than name than Jove's own page, and therefore look you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called? Something that hath a reference to my state, no longer Celia, but Aliena. But, cousin, what if we essayed to steal the clownish fool out of your father's court? What would he not be a comfort to us to our travel? He'll go along o'er the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. Let's away, and get our jewels and our wealth together. Devise the fittest time and safest way to hide us from pursuit that will be made after my flight. Now go we in content to liberty, and not to banishment.